Listen, I'll do whatever it takes for the Knicks to win a championship next season. Please, we just got Carmelo Anthony back. I'll do whatever it takes. Listen, no, I won't give you my life for it. My dad's got two camels. They're really good in shape. I mean, one is a two hump, the other one's a one hump. Pretty much no miles on him. We have a chicken. We have a rooster. No, I don't know what the difference is. I can always call my brother. Want me to call my brother? I'll only take a minute. I'll just call my brother real fast. Okay, yeah. All I'm begging is just a championship. Here, I'll give you $100 gift card to Falafel Cafe. You know, get your kebabs in. You know, a little lamb, a little chicken, a little beef, little tomato on the side, a little garlic, a little salt and pepper, a little sumac there. You like sumac? Yeah, I bet you do. So please, just a championship. That's all it takes. Otherwise, you know, I might consider my life. But besides that, I just want to really win one, just to see one. Tired of the Spurs and the Heat winning it. Please, just consider. Call me. I'll change my name to Muhammad if you like. That's all right. I can live with that. There's only about 1 million others that name Muhammad.
Click is rich, your click is rugged. Nobody will fall cause everyone will be each other's crutches. I hope you fools choose to listen. I drop jewels, bust it. These are the rules I follow in my life. You gotta love it. Jiggy jigger looking gully in the joint.
Knicks fans, how's it going? Thanks for joining us for session 3. Basically, this is going to be a more of an interactive show. It's going to be my brother and I kind of getting together and kind of discussing the negotiation between Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks. Also, the decision that LeBron James made to go back to Cleveland and how it affects the Eastern Conference. And third but not least, we're going to discuss how each player on the Knicks is going to play well in the triangle offense. So stay tuned. In the meanwhile, go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights and the action from the D League this summer. We've picked up our first win and going to be playing our second game tomorrow. So stay tuned. Knicks Bros TV.
I'm feeling it. Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky. I'm feeling it. Feel the back to the top of my way.
Welcome back, Knicks fans, and along with that, welcome back, Carmelo Anthony. Literally, my brother and I have done so many takes of this. Once my nose hit the camera, the other one, his head was too big. But without that being said, we might as well just talk about it. But here, listen to me, everybody. I didn't have any chance to pick the wardrobe for him. He went ahead and picked the Yankee jersey. So if we get a lot of dislikes, it's not my fault.
Yeah,
it's all to him.
27. All I gotta say is 27.
Okay. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Obviously, Carmelo Anthony is negotiating to come back to the New York Knicks. Now I can breathe. Now I can look forward to life itself. Now, with that being said, two questions for you regarding Carmelo Anthony. Do you think he did it for the money, or do you think he did it because he believes in Phil?
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, he did it for both. Definitely money was there. $129 million, is not, something that you can say no to, And then also, he did it because he believed in Phil Jackson's plan. So, listen, there was a belief that in his circle, they were telling him to take the money, the 129 mil, and then stay there with the Knicks for a few years, 2 or 3 years, and make sure Phil Jackson can deliver what he promised. And if he did, then he will play throughout his contract. Otherwise, he will just force a trade like he did in Denver. So he kind of did the smart thing. He took the money, and then he's gonna wait to see if Phil Jackson is gonna, deliver his promises on his promises. And if he does, then he stays, and he hopefully wins a championship for us. Otherwise, he will, force his way out to another team.
And to be honest with you, I'm not using this word too loosely, but Chris Bosh's new contract is disturbing to me. The fact that he's going to be making about $7 to $8 million less than a caliber player like Carmelo Anthony. What's your take on that?
Dude, I don't know. I would say I'm disgusted. I mean, that is a lot of money for Chris Bosh. I mean, he's a good player, but you are giving him amount of money, comparing him to Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. You know, that's the money that LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony they're gonna get paid. And then you are paying Chris Bosh $118 million. That's just totally ridiculous. You know, for a guy that some nights don't even show up. And now you give him $118 million and you kind of handcuff yourself down in Miami, which is fine with me. I don't care. It's even better for us. But just totally getting that money compared to what Anthony and James gonna get paid is totally ridiculous, man.
Now, with that being said, it is a players' league. What do you think Phil Jackson's next move is? If you're Phil Jackson right now, which I wish you were because you could be sharing some money with me, but
Huh?
how, I hope he wouldn't be wearing a Yankees jersey. But with that being said,
Hey,
what?
yeah, yeah. You know what? You just don't like them because they got all the championships in the world. That's okay.
No, all right, let's not get off topic.
Yeah.
But if you're Phil Jackson, what's your next move?
Uh, the next move, there's not many moves that he can do right now. I mean, he's left with a couple of mid-level exceptions, that he can offer free agents, and with that, he can't bring any high-profile player. I mean, Paul Gasol already in contract talk with the Chicago Bulls, and the way he tweeted is that he's joining the Bulls. So it looks like it's basically his
Next, we
done
have
deal.
LeBron James' decision. To be quite frank with you, it is probably the best thing LeBron has done for his career. I was one of the guys really not liking him when he went to Miami just because I just don't like the whole Miami thing. And at the same time, he kind of, went down to Cleveland, left Cleveland behind or whatnot. So I'm not really going to get into that, but what do you think on that decision? What do you think what effect do you think it has on the Eastern Conference?
Listen, I love his decision for a couple of reasons. One, for himself, because that was such a great decision. With that decision, he just turned himself from a villain to a good guy. In my opinion, he turned himself to one of the most liked athletes in the world with making that decision. You know, and not only that, he just leveled up the playing field in the Eastern Conference. Now you don't have a real superpower, super team in Eastern Conference. You have Miami that's gonna have Wade with one leg and Bosch, avatar looking man. Of course they're gonna add Luol Deng that is always injured. And then you're gonna have Cavaliers with James and Kyrie Irving. And Wiggins. And then you go to Bulls. Bulls got Akeem Noah and Derrick Rose. That God is always on crutches, so that's not really vote of confidence over there. So
If you're disabled, please do not view this channel.
I mean, you just you just
I
gonna
mean,
have
really?
you're really gonna have Paul Gasol at age 33, a soft European player with Joakim Noah and the other dude, Taj Gibson. So and then Toronto, Lowry and DeRozan, and the Knicks with Carmelo, Amari, and Bargnani and J.R. Smith. I mean, the playing field is really leveled now. Every team can make a run, win their division, and make it to playoffs. And when you get to playoffs, my opinion is just a flip a coin. I mean, Cleveland is good just because of James. He's a game changer. But beside that, everything else is just flip a coin.
Two-part question. One, who is going to be your toughest team to face in the Atlantic Division?
For me, it still is gonna be I think Bulls and Cavaliers. I mean, Atlantic Division. You're right. Okay, Atlantic Division toughest team. It still is gonna be Celtics and still gonna be the Nets. Well, I don't know. I don't think Nets really gonna be up there, but still Nets gonna be tough. And of course, Toronto won the division last year, so you can take them out of the equation because they're still good. They still got the same players. So I would say Toronto first, and then if Celtic reach a deal and then be able to trade for Love, then they're gonna be second. Otherwise, I would say Nets, then Celtics, and then Philadelphia.
All right. With that being said, give me your 8 teams on the Eastern Conference that's going to make the playoffs.
Pretty hard to put them in order, but I will give them to you as I think let's say Cavaliers, Knicks, Bulls, Miami, um, Washington, um, Indiana, uh, Atlanta Hawks, and then flip a coin between Charlotte Bobcats and the Brooklyn freaking Nets. So
Not so
that
much
will
hate
be.
against the Nets here. What are you doing? All right. So here we go. Going to our third question here. Now we know with Phil Jackson coming in and Derek Fisher wanting to run the triangular offense, I'm going to name out players, and I want you to tell me how well or how responding is that individual going to be to that triangular offense.
Yep.
So first person, number one, get it, Stoudemire.
Amari, as much as I love him, he put us back on the map when we signed him, but he doesn't fit well with the triangle offense. He's a good postman, which is important in triangle. He has a decent mid-range jumper, but he's not a good passer. In a triangle offense, you need a big man that can pass, and Amari is horrible at passing the ball. And the ball sticks with Amari, so he is not a good fit. But for 23 million, you can't just sit a player on the bench. So they will try to find a way, to find playing time for him.
Oh, look, it's paint drying on the wall. I mean, Bargnani, what do you think about him?
Yeah, hey, good example, man. That is just a worthless, player that is getting paid over $11 million a year. He's getting worse every year, man. Defensively, he is liability. Offensively, you never know what you're gonna get out of him. But all in all, he is not gonna be a good fit because he can't move. you know. But like I said, like Amari, he's another player that is getting paid like a lot of money, $11 million. So you can't just sit him on the bench. So they will have to find a playing time for him, and hopefully Derek Fisher can teach him one thing or two. And you never know, maybe he can start playing up to his potentials.
This might kind of sound silly, me asking, but Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony, listen, that man is perfect for triangle offense. That's why Phil Jackson was desperate to keep him. The guy can post. He's big. He can play four. He can play three. He can cut to the basket. He can shoot threes. His mid range is a killer. The guy is a scoring machine. Only if they can play on his transition defense and his defensive techniques, then he perfect. He has some scoring similarity to Jordan and Kobe that Phil Jackson took to championships and brought them many championships. So
Good
I
point.
think he will fit well with the right supporting players and the right coach, which I think you have the coach. Now we just have to put the right players around him.
I just pictured the Knicks win the championship, and then I just woke up. But now, with that being said, Shumpert.
Shumpert, man, I like Shumpert, and Phil Jackson likes Shumpert. He's been hesitant to trade him, and I think he's going to keep him because he's a great perimeter defender. He was the best perimeter defender we had. The kid can play. He was good his first year, but the Woodson era kind of set him back. They didn't really, help him to become a better player. But I think Derek Fisher will do that for him, and he's
It
going to
didn't
be a
feel
much
like
better
much.
player.
I'm sorry, it didn't feel like much developing was going on during
Oh,
Woody's time. What?
absolutely not. Woodson, you know what they call him,
Pass
right?
the ball to Melo.
Issa Woodson. Give him the Melo. If your last name is not Melo, what? What is it? You don't shoot.
Pass the ball to Melo.
Yeah, it's all about Melo. But
10 seconds left. Pass the ball to Melo.
not anymore, though. Not anymore.
Practice time. Pass the ball to Melo. All right. So,
Derek Fisher won't let that happen. So everybody's gonna have, their turn, and they're gonna get better under Derek Fisher. So yeah, I like Shumpert. He will fit well, definitely.
I'm sorry, I'm just untying my shoes. What do you think about J.R. Smith?
J.R. Smith, man, as much as he is silly and he does silly things, he's a good player. He high percentage shooting. He makes he scores a basket. When you think you can score a basket. He's a great bad shot taker. But under the Fisher, he can buy into the system, and he could be great for the team. Like I said, he has a good mid range shot, a good 3-point shooter. He can cut to the basket. Just you know keep his attitude straight, keep him off the drugs, off marijuana, and
Yeah.
then he'd be fine.
Didn't he spend like a couple of million on a bulletproof vehicle?
No, it wasn't a couple million. It was, I think, about $450,000. He bought
I would
a
feed
bullet.
hungry children with that money.
I don't know what the hell he needs a bulletproof vehicle for, but yeah, $450,000 on that. Hey, more power to him, right?
That's right. Fresh goatee man, Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway Jr., man, he's great. He surprised everybody during his first year, his rookie year. He's going to be great. He can cut to the basket as well. He's a very good 3-point shooter and mid range shot. The only problem with him last year was that his shot taking decisions were not good. He was not taking good shots. And that relates to having a bad point guard and not getting the opportunity to take good shots. But I think with the system, with the new players, the new point guard, he'd be able to take better shots, and he'd be more successful this year.
Next person is getting ready to collect his Social Security, Calderon.
No way, man. No way. No way. He's great. Listen, I take his social security over little Chubnut Felton. So
Uh-oh, don't make me pull out the gun.
I'm glad you got rid of Felton. I'm glad Mavericks were dumb enough to take on that contract. I like Calderon.
He stated he's still one of the best top point guards.
Yeah,
And
his dream.
I don't know what he was
Yeah, he had
talking
too
about.
much. He had too much to eat. Then he went to sleep, and he had to dream about it. But listen, um, Calderon is great. He doesn't turn the ball over. He makes good decisions. He's a killer behind the 3-point, behind the arc for 3-point shooting. He has a good mid range, and he can, drive to the basket, cut to the basket, and make it easier for the other players. Give him better opportunities to take shots. So I love Calderon, and I love the decision that Phil Jackson made and made that trade.
All righty. Well, that kind of concludes the show here. Guys, we just want to kind of stay on point and thank you for watching. We need views. Listen here. Would you rather have two clean shaved Middle Eastern guys or some guys sitting in a little cave talking about things? God damn it. View the channel, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah, absolutely. No, dude, you forgot one thing. Like. We definitely want likes. We definitely need your subscription. And we definitely gonna need your comments just to make this show better for you. So anyway, and subscribe, like, and
And comment.
and comment.
But
Exactly. Very important. Very important. Anyway,
I know there'll be some horrible comments regarding the jersey that he has on,
hey,
but
hey, don't hate, bro.
children will
Don't
watch
hate.
this show.
Mets will never have 27, so let's get over it, all right?
I'll take one.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna have that one either for the next 60 years, my friend.
Anderson, baby. Out the
All right, with that said, guys, have a good day, and we'll talk to you on our next video. Thank you for watching. 2, 1, go. I know. Dude, listen, we don't have budget for this long of a video, okay?